Hello, traders. Just want to summarize what happened during the Friday afternoon session. And usually I summarize the Friday afternoon because what they try to do, institutional traders, like I said, they try to get their double bonus, but looks like they only got a single bonus. So anyways, during the afternoon session, I was able to take a trade, which basically started at noon. And it took a long while just to complete. They were just dragging the whole thing. Took it nice and slow. So anyways, I have a new indicator here. It's basically the average daily range, right? So this one is this is the high for the average daily range, and you have the low down here where it's marked in red. So just want to point this out. So we've been hitting the average daily range here, right? So what they do would bounce off, come back, and here's the deviation. The went back to the see how far it went up. We're getting close to the plus 2.75 deviation. Comes back to at least the plus 1 deviation, and went back to 2, back to 1, back to 2. Then finally, since it's hitting the average daily range, it came back and tested the VWAP, and this is usually the pattern. It's either going to go through the VWAP and then come all the way down and go to the other side, like maybe the -2 deviation. But in this case, they went this route where they bounced off, tested the -1 or +1 deviation, and then eventually finally went all the way down. But they took their time, like I said. So with that being said, I was able to get this trade right here. As you can see right here, the entry, which is right here, at 15.794. So if I take that and I'll use this ruler, so 15.794 would be around right here. Right. Let's see if we get it. So small here. I'll just adjust that later, but 1579, yeah, 15.794 is around right there. Oops. And I can't get it exactly. I'll adjust it later. There we are. So there, and where's my exit? My first exit is right here. I'm trading 7 contracts, okay? So you can see there's 7 ads. I entered the 7 contracts. My first target was, it says here right there, right? 1739.50. 15.739.50. Right there. Let me see if I can get that right there, right? So that was what? You can see here 108.50. And like I said, I can just adjust it right here to be more exact. So my entry 15.794. 15.794 to be exact. And my exit 15.739.50. So there's the exact. And that comes out to what? $109 just for one contract. So mind you, I have 7 contracts, right? So 7 times what? That would be like oh no, that one is at 6. My remaining contract, as you can see here, target was not that far off. This remaining one contract here was 15.738. So let's go from here again. I'll adjust this accordingly. Somewhere here by 38, right? Yeah. Which is around, wow, right there. So that's one contract. So let's see, that's 110.50, I believe. Let's do the exact. So again, entry there was 15.794. Just adjust that. And the target here was 15.738.00. Now you get a total of 112. So 109 times 6, right, is approximately, I'll do the calculator here. 109 times, I already did this, see, 109 times 6 is 654. Plus we have that one contract is what? 112. So 654 plus 112, that was it, $766 trade. How long did it take? It took around a little over 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I just want to point out that was the trade in. You can see here I took it, but with a signal, we have a sell signal here, this red thing here. I took it right when I saw that. And again, these are for my VWAP students, right? So they know we're below the -1 deviation, and what else? We're below the 50 EMA, and then the bar is closing below there. That was my obvious trade. But for for students who have the MBox wave, what do I see here as well? A lot of confluence. First, we have what we call an upthrust signal and a Stooges. That's a very strong signal. What we call a algo signal. Okay, see, it's already been firing here. The algo, the Stooges again. And now we added the more powerful upthrust. What you also see here is a decrease in what? Demand. Remember, look at this, 188 went down to 43. By the time it kicked back up, we have now 15. So decreasing in demand, and at the same time we see increase in supply, 52, 55, and now we're at 172, and it continued going -228 and 425. You can see here we have a selling imbalance right there. So that's a very strong signal to take a short, which I did before that. Again, algo signal of the Stooges. Look at this. We have how many Stooges here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a selling imbalance. That's a very strong signal itself. So if you didn't take a trade here, you would have taken a trade right here at least. So anyways, this continued all the way going down. I just followed, just let it go. Just at a trailing stop, but never came close to my trailing stop. By the time it hit that, I hit there because my target was usually $100 per contract. So I surpassed that because I already had it down here by at least the -1 deviation, right? I could have got here for further down, hitting the -1, but I got the upper band of the -1, and that was more than enough. So, like I said, that got me over $766 in profits. Now, you can see here, what they did here was this. And also, you see all that's decreasing in demand, increasing in supply, but at the same time, my cumulative delta has been really just below the zero line. Really not really that close, so very strong. So I followed that, as well as my MACD. I only have here is the MACD BB, that's basically MACD that crosses over the MACD average and then finally going below the zero line. And you can see here the MACD has been below the zero line most of the time, and just followed that. Also following this, the cumulative delta on the MBox wave. So a lot of confluence going on. Just continue going down. And as you can see here, it finally reached what? The lower of the average daily range, right? So went from here, way up here. So how long did that take? So here it finally made its way down, started to make its way down. So this went from here all the way. Let's see how long it took. So I want to see how long it took, okay? See if we can get down here, right there. So on one contract on that trade, right, let's say right there, it's a $361 trade. So you could at least got $300 conservatively, $300 per contract. pretty good. So you're trading more than 3. Let's say you're trading 5 contracts at already 1,500 right there, and hitting the ATR, or the average daily range ADR, right? And what happened? It just went down. Now here's the thing. Remember, I said they have to get their bonus. They have to close within the either within 1 deviation of the intraday. That's the one bonus, and the second bonus is closing within 1 deviation of the weekly deviation, or weekly VWAP. So where are we here in terms of weekly? The weekly is this peach line, and that's the +1, because you can go down here. There is your, let me see here. There is your weekly VWAP. Okay, but if they can just close within this, below this peach line, they get a bonus. They tried to do that. You see, they just bounced off. But then if you get down here, you're not within the +1 deviation of the intraday. So what happened here? They usually close at 415. That's right there, close to 415. And let me see right here. So they're within the 1 deviation, because we're there at the 1 deviation, the bottom, right? The bottom band. They're within that bottom band, and that's where they close it. So they got their bonus there. They got their bonus for the intraday, but they didn't get their bonus for the weekly, since they're above the +1 deviation in the weekly. So that's what they do, and they do that consistently during the end of the week. But during the week, or during the weekday, they do the same thing. So again, I was able to get that profit right there for my afternoon, and you see here what I made total for the day. Stay right here. Was $1,343.50. I only traded 2 e-minis on ES, and that was on another account. And basically, on that account, which is a bigger account, I made what? So that's the wrong one. This is just the micro, which I just did 688.50. And this one on the ES, I only had 2 trades, and that's it. Already had 675 for that. That's a $50,000 valuation. So all in all, for the day, I made $1,343, which ain't bad for a Friday. Again, there's my trade right here. It ended up as having, I believe it's a total of 3, 5, 7, around 716. I think that's what it was. Let me just make sure here. From here, that was just the afternoon trade, was over 766 right there, like I said. So just to explain that, the afternoon session on Friday, very slow, but got to where it was supposed to go, which is at the bottom of the ATR, or this lower half of the average daily range. So that's why learn how to do the VWAP. You'll know where the levels are. Like I was able to plot out here my profit target, at least 50 points down here. It went further down, went down all the way down to what? The -2 deviation. Like I said, we started off here, way over here by +2, brought it all the way down to the -2 deviation right here. And you could have just did that, because you can see just bouncing off the 50 EMA. Okay, that's my summary for the RTH afternoon session. It was profitable. You just had to be patient, and that's it. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Stay safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.